Welcome back to AM Northwest. If you've blown through your summer reading list, now is the perfect time to kick back with a podcast. Here to share some too true to be believed stories, we welcome back New York Times best-selling author, screenwriter, and true crime buff, Chelsea Cain. Chelsea, I love it when you come on the show.
Me too. My bio gets longer every time.
Your title is just going to get longer and longer and longer. But your tips on what to listen to, fantastic. Let's talk about the first one. Okay. If you love true crime, this is where we're at, though. Blink. I listened to that upon your recommendation.
Yes, because
absolutely,
I texted you immediately.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Yeah. So this is a show about this guy named Jake in his 20s who becomes ill, goes to the hospital, is diagnosed with a terrible brain disease. Nobody has ever lived who's been diagnosed with this brain disease. He quickly lapses into a coma and then a vegetative state where he is medically brain dead, put into hospice. For 2 years, he languishes. And then it turns out he wakes up and he remembers everything.
Everything.
He was in like locked-in syndrome.
Yeah. He could hear people's conversations when they thought he was gone.
Right. He said all the nurses would like gossip around him.
Yeah.
Because so he always had the tea on everything
going on in the hospital.
But he remembered everything to such detail. One, because it was all he had to do. Right. He's trapped in his body, so like that kind of sense of just capturing anything that he could was really strong. But he recalled conversations that were absolutely verified. Yeah. And clothes that people had on, and it's a crazy story, told in part by Jake. Yes. Who is the only person who has survived.
He has survived
this brain disease.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then his wife. Mm-hmm. His behavior of his wife is crazy, and his family. What goes on with his family and the wife? Yeah. It is fascinating.
All the players.
I after starting this one, I texted her several times and said, I cannot believe this. It's like, can you imagine the fear that people all think you're really essentially brain dead? Yeah. And you're listening to everything they're saying, and they're planning for your funeral? Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you can feel every physical sensation.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. And a lot of pain when people touch him, and they don't realize that. Yeah. Okay, Sweet Bobby.
I love a good catfishing story.
Yeah.
And this one is really good. It's from 2021, but worth revisiting. And it is about a woman who's 30, lives in England, and through a series of people she knows, develops this online relationship with this guy named Bobby, who lives,
and it goes on for years.
Lives across the ocean from her. It not only goes on for years, like involves.
She's in love.
It involves like 35 extra people that are created to support the con. Yeah. Bobby's family and friends who are also contacting her. And they develop an intense relationship while never having met. Like, he always finds a reason to get out of meeting her. He will have big medical events right before she can break up with him. Incredibly manipulative, and it goes on for 10 years before it comes apart, and then it turns out the scammer is somebody
close to the family,
very close to her.
Yeah. It's that one I also listened to, and it is fascinating. Yeah. Oh my gosh. And I feel for her, having used up so many years wasted on this person that didn't really exist, essentially.
Yeah, well, it's a thing, like,
I mean, it is a real person.
How could you have fallen for this for 10 years?
For 10 years.
But I think one of the, the keys of the grift is the lies are so big. You think like, well, who would come up with that? Right. Who would lie about that?
Right. And there were pictures to verify certain things too. Yeah. The Retrievals. This sounds just unbelievable.
This is really scary.
Yeah.
So there's a fertility clinic at Yale University, pretty well known, and they do fertility treatments, including egg retrievals. So women, like who are struggling with their fertility, go through hormones in order to get extra eggs. which then need to be retrieved, which is, you can imagine, a painful process, an invasive, painful process. And so the women are medicated with sedatives and with fentanyl. But all of a sudden, many women at this clinic started reporting incredible pain when this was being done. Where they would be screaming and crying and have to be held down. But they were so invested at this point. Many of them had gone through miscarriages. It's like you've got a couple eggs, you want to get those eggs retrieved. You don't want to stop the procedure. So it was very traumatic on a lot of levels. And the medical establishment at this place just couldn't take them seriously. They just sort of developed this this notion that like some women are just extra sensitive to pain or hysterical or
hypochondriac,
crying about something else. And then finally it was revealed that there was a nurse at the clinic who was stealing all the fentanyl. So like these women were getting saline.
Just getting saline.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Before this incredibly invasive process. But this podcast interviews these women and really explores how this was allowed to happen in a way that's fascinating.
Wow. Lastly, Chameleon.
Yeah, Chameleon, which is an ongoing series. The one I like the best is season 1, which is the Hollywood con queen.
Yes, this is a good one too.
Yeah. So, for years and years, there was this con artist that was operating in Hollywood, or at least, focusing on Hollywood, trying to convince people, by people I mean like actors and location scouts, to fly to Indonesia to work on a movie.
Yeah.
And the only catch was that the industry people would have to pay their own flight to
put
Indonesia.
Their money up front,
and their hotel, and then they would be met by this producer who would then reimburse them. And this con artist convinced scores and scores and scores of industry people to do this.
Yeah.
And they'd get to Indonesia, and the producer would be on the phone being like, "Oh, my flight's stuck in Dubai. Like I'll be there tomorrow." And it seemed like the object from the con artist perspective was to convince these marks to stay there as long as possible.
Yeah.
Like to drain them as much money and pride as possible.
Yeah.
And
that's fascinating.
And she would, if they said they were going to leave, she would holler at them and say, like, "You'll never work in Hollywood again." And it's a crazy story. And it got so bad that there were emails going around Hollywood saying, if you get contacted, by a producer about a project in Indonesia, don't go.
Don't go. Before we you go, we want to talk about your movie.
Oh yeah. Wait, I can't do that without.
It's called The Bend. And it is directed by James Westby, and the reindeer horns have something to do with it. Tell me.
No.
No,
I'm kidding. I just thought they were cute.
So it was shot in Bend, and James Westby's daughter plays the lead, right?
She does.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we launched a crowdfund on Seed and Spark, and it's been very successful. So we are having a party at Rev Hall Show Bar, August 15th. That's this Friday, 6 to 8. Everybody's invited. It's a cast and crew party.
Yeah.
Plus people we have yet to meet. And all you need to do is buy a ticket to Indonesia.
Can I mention? I hear Chuck Palahniuk might make an appearance.
He's in the movie.
It's okay.
Yeah.
And I love the Oregonian called it a micro-budget thriller, which is perfect. I love it. Thank you so much. I love your tips always. All right, we'll be right back with more AM Northwest. Don't go away.